Tucked away along a quiet boulevard in the heart of Paris stands a small classic apartment that once seemed forgotten by time. Behind its aged wooden doors and weathered stone facade lived the silent charm of old Parisian architecture waiting to breathe again. This transformation was not simply about renovation, but about reviving emotion, atmosphere, and timeless beauty. From the very first step inside, soft golden lighting and delicate bokeh reflections create the feeling of entering a cinematic dream suspended between the past and the present. The building itself carries the unmistakable elegance of a classic Haussmann-style residence. Tall French windows framed with wrought iron balconies overlook the narrow Parisian street below, while subtle traces of age remain visible on the pale limestone exterior. During the evening, warm street lamps cast soft glowing reflections across the facade, producing a romantic blur of lights that feels almost painterly. Even before entering the apartment, the exterior already tells a story of heritage, sophistication, and enduring Parisian character. Crossing the entrance threshold feels like stepping into another era. The narrow hallway was carefully restored with ornate wall moldings, vintage brass accents, and a muted cream palette that softly reflects ambient light. Original parquet flooring in a classic herringbone pattern stretches toward the living space, creating movement and warmth. Decorative mirrors positioned beside antique sconces produce subtle bokeh highlights that shimmer gently as the camera glides slowly through the corridor. One of the greatest challenges of this transformation was preserving the apartment's soul while introducing modern comfort. Rather than erasing its imperfections, the design embraced them. Small cracks in the molding, aged wood textures, and slightly weathered marble surfaces were intentionally maintained to preserve authenticity. Every ornamental detail was approached like a piece of art, ensuring the apartment would still feel deeply Parisian while becoming lighter, softer, and more welcoming. The living room became the emotional heart of the apartment. Once dark and overcrowded, the space now glows with soft natural light filtering through sheer linen curtains. A velvet sofa in warm neutral tones sits beside a vintage marble fireplace, while contemporary sculptural lighting introduces a refined modern contrast. The balance between antique decor and minimalist furniture creates an atmosphere that feels luxurious yet intimate, enhanced by the dreamy softness of blurred candlelight reflections. Looking upward reveals one of the apartment's most breathtaking features: the restored ceiling ornaments. Delicate floral medallions and classical Parisian moldings frame a softly illuminated chandelier suspended at the center of the room. Rather than overwhelming the space, the details were carefully highlighted using indirect lighting that creates depth and shadow. The result feels cinematic, almost like the ceiling itself quietly glows beneath layers of warm evening light. Natural light plays an essential role throughout the apartment. During the morning hours, sunlight enters gently through oversized French windows, casting elongated reflections across the wooden floors. In the afternoon, the apartment becomes warmer and more atmospheric, while at night the lighting transforms into a moody golden ambience. This evolving interaction between light and texture gives every room a living quality, making the apartment feel emotionally alive throughout the day. The kitchen embraces understated elegance rather than excessive modernism. Soft beige cabinetry, brushed brass fixtures, and lightly veined marble countertops blend harmoniously with the apartment's classical foundation. Open shelving displays antique ceramics and vintage glassware collected from Parisian flea markets. Warm pendant lights hang above the counter, producing delicate blurred highlights that create a subtle bokeh atmosphere, especially during evening scenes filmed for the interior tour. Texture became one of the defining elements of the renovation. Heavy linen curtains, aged oak flooring, velvet upholstery, and lightly distressed wood surfaces create layers of tactile richness throughout the apartment. Rather than relying on bright colors, the design focuses on depth, softness, and material authenticity. Every surface invites the eye to linger, adding a sense of quiet luxury that feels both cinematic and deeply personal. The dining area remains compact, yet it radiates warmth and elegance. A small round marble table surrounded by classic French chairs creates an intimate setting perfect for quiet dinners beneath soft ambient lighting. A vintage mirror reflects candlelight across the room, creating blurred luminous details that enhance the romantic atmosphere. Fresh flowers and antique tableware complete the scene, turning an everyday corner into a timeless Parisian experience. The bedroom was transformed into a peaceful sanctuary inspired by boutique Parisian hotels. Soft ivory tones dominate the palette, while layered bedding and upholstered textures create comfort without excess. Ornamental wall panels frame the bed elegantly, and warm bedside lamps cast gentle glows across the room during nighttime scenes. The subtle interplay of shadow and light creates an intimate atmosphere that feels calm, cinematic, and emotionally soothing. Despite its modest size, the apartment never feels confined. Clever spatial planning allowed every corner to breathe naturally without sacrificing elegance. Large mirrors visually expand the rooms, while carefully selected furniture maintains openness and flow. The renovation demonstrates that luxury does not depend on size, but rather on proportion, atmosphere, and thoughtful design decisions that elevate everyday living into something extraordinary. The bathroom introduces a quieter, more refined form of luxury. Marble walls, brass fixtures, and warm diffused lighting create the atmosphere of a private Parisian spa. Vintage-inspired mirrors and textured stone surfaces soften the modern elements, allowing the space to feel cohesive with the rest of the apartment. Reflections on polished surfaces create a delicate cinematic glow, adding elegance even to the smallest details. Throughout the apartment, carefully curated objects tell subtle stories about the owners and the city itself. Antique books, framed sketches, ceramic sculptures, and aged brass accessories create a sense of lived-in Rather than appearing staged, the decor feels deeply personal and emotionally layered. Each object contributes to the apartment's narrative, making the interior feel more like an artistic refuge than a simple residence. As night falls, the apartment transforms completely. Warm table lamps and hidden indirect lighting replace daylight with a softer, moodier ambience. Candle reflections shimmer gently against mirrors and polished surfaces, creating a dreamy bokeh effect throughout the interior. The combination of shadows, textures, and warm illumination gives the apartment the emotional depth of a European art film, where every room feels suspended in quiet elegance. What makes this transformation remarkable is its balance. Modern luxury was introduced carefully without erasing the apartment's classical heritage. Minimal contemporary pieces coexist harmoniously beside antique architectural details, creating an interior that feels timeless rather than trend-driven. The design respects the history of the apartment while adapting it for modern living, proving that preservation and innovation can exist beautifully together. More than anything, this apartment was designed to evoke feeling. Every detail, from the glow of evening lamps to the softness of textured fabrics, contributes to a sense of emotional warmth. Walking through the apartment feels less like touring an interior and more like entering a private cinematic world where silence, light, and craftsmanship quietly shape the experience. What was once a dark and aging Parisian flat has now become a luminous expression of timeless design. The transformation demonstrates how thoughtful restoration can completely redefine a small living space without sacrificing authenticity. By embracing both classical ornamentation and soft modern luxury, the apartment now feels elegant, welcoming, and deeply connected to the spirit of Paris itself. This stunning transformation is ultimately a celebration of Parisian living, where history, artistry, and modern comfort exist in perfect harmony. From the elegant exterior facade to the softly illuminated interior rooms, every space tells a story of refinement and emotional beauty. Through ornamental details, warm cinematic lighting, and carefully layered textures, this small apartment proves that true luxury is not measured by size, but by atmosphere, character, and timeless soul.